Okay, Stefan, hopefully you're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing here. I'll know in a minute after I'm running a recording of a Zoom here. I want to share the screen with you. Now, what I've done, I've gone into the Uvision program. I opened the email that you sent me. I found the coordinates file, the coordinate CSV file. I saved that coordinates CSV file to a directory. I always save mine. And what you'll do is you'll hit tools here once you open your program. You go to terrain elevation import wizard. Next, and it's going to browse. And you can see this is, I save all my information in a file named Uvision. So I went into your email, opened the coordinates file, and saved it into my laptop Uvision. Spelled your name wrong here, so I went back and spelled it right again here. So this is the file that you sent me. This is the CSV file, and it'll say coordinates on it. Now, once I load this up, we should be able to just hit the defaults and go straight through. If we have any question, it'll be on this screen right here. You might notice as you're going through, just zip through it now, but if you need to come back to it, we should have the slice distance of 3 inches, and it should show 120 foot up here. If we have any problems, that's probably where it'll be. Just go through the defaults, finish. 17 points were imported. And there's this is what your data looks like when it came up in my Uvision program. Now, you walk the data, you walk this out and went zigzag back and forth. That is confusing to the program. It's not supposed to work exactly that way. It'll look much neater if when you start, whichever place you start at, you walk the perimeter. And you go all the way around the outside edge, walking the perimeter, doing the same thing that you did with this. It's just you go around the outside edge, and then when you get 1 point from the end, you'll close it. And I'll shoot you a quick little video that shows you how to do that. But the bottom on the left-hand side of the app, it's got 2 arrows pointing into a circle. You just hit that button and it closes your perimeter. That makes the red line, the outside, your perimeter. Now, you won't have a red line from this point forward, but if you want to plot interior points, and you will need to plot these interior points because you've got significant elevation differentials inside the perimeter. So you'll hit on the button on the right-hand side with the little square box in the areas. You'll hit that button. That lets you put points in the middle, and you'll hit all these points that you want to plot in the middle then. So you'll have an outside red line going all the way up around the perimeter or the outside. Then you'll have just some green dots dropped in the middle of it. And it will make it a much more concise, easier to read set of data when you do that. To do this initially, you walked a pretty big area here. You can walk an area that's 10 foot or 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot, then close it, then come in and plot some interior points. It's going to take 2 or 3 times to actually get a feel for this and how this is actually working. It's not too complicated, like riding a bicycle. Once you get it the first time, you got it, but you're going to have to try 2 or 3 times before you actually get it. And I sent you this file. I'll also send you a PDF file. And I was planning on heading out of town, but I'm not going to be able to do that. I got too much stuff going on. So I'll be available later on if you want to. I can walk you through loading this data in, and then I can walk you through just plotting a smaller area to show you, a little different way of doing it, which is going to work a little bit better.